as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Oakland Raiders. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They run again with Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Ito Smith, his first carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now it's Ryan. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Again. Gain of 32 that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Now it's Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20 because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
On third down, Bridgewater.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority, but
nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
So out come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain. But that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tyler Davison with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's the Raiders punter now. Back deep is Trevor Davis. This is taken at the 23. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. First down, Bridgewater. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go, go.
They run with Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-3. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Hey, let's go. Gun. 20, 20. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Gun. Get up.
After the penalty, it's Smith, and he stopped immediately there. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And I think the Browns got it. They did. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Get set, get set. Go Delta.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second down, Bridgewater. Pass incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Get wide now. Go Delta. Go Delta.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. A strong running. That's to his running back, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They run for it with Breida. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Here we go, gotta go.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. The open man is Westbrook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 17-3. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
Get up!
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And now running right through it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Right back to him on first down. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. To throw is Bridgewater. And the Raiders have got him. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ryan. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They go play action here on first down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Now Ryan. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. And able to connect with Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Raiders on the move, a couple of big plays in succession. A first down carry for Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here. The pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Chris Jones in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Third and long. It's Ryan. Looking for Kelsey on the deep, and that's caught inside the 30. A big gain of 39 on third. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On second down, here's Ryan. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, express! 39.
Smith trying to run for it. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Ito Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. And he'll bang that one through. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bridgewater now on second down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This is Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Get set, get set. Go, Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around.
Chances are there's going to be someone there, and sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hurry up, hurry up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the second-round pick in 2018.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Lamar Houston. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Get set. Delta.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with a ball.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and in fact we kept having a rough patch. So, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll score. Touchdown, Browns. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one. And it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Bridgewater to throw it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tyler Davison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw on 2nd down, Ryan. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan throwing for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one left side caught by Barrios. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chris Jones in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Get set. Get wide now.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Jaron Reed in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Bridgewater here to throw.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. First down, Bridgewater. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. On 2nd down, Ryan.
He continues to...
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Lamar Houston in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Go Delta. Hey, 4 down. Go Delta. Check 99, check 99.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Bridgewater. He's going to air one out, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League.